tape for this middleweight fight. Court Mcgee, 27 years old. Nick Ring, 33 years old. Mcgee will have a 2-inch reach advantage. Bruce Buffer.
And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Yves Levine.
Yves Levine, our referee. The beautiful Brittany. Nick Ring defeated Court Mcgee in early 2010 on The Ultimate Fighter. Then he was forced to leave the show due to knee surgery.
Mcgee just barely clipped him with a head kick there. Caught him with the toes.
Mcgee in the blue, black trunks for the southpaw, Nick Ring. And then moving on to win the competition was the crusher, Court Mcgee. Nick Ring, 12-1 in his MMA career. Court Mcgee, an impressive 13-2.
Good left hook counter there landed by Mcgee.
Ring calls Calgary, Alberta, Canada home. He got clipped on the way in and the crowd chanting his name. Born in Iowa, but raised here in Canada.
Good
off
body
the forearm. Caught the leg.
Good
nice combination. John Hackelman said of Court Mcgee just a few hours before this fight that Court was really relaxed, Joe. He had a very good camp and is confident that he can defeat Nick Ring here tonight and do it impressively. And a good start for the crusher. Good sprawls by Ring. To the body.
Good front kick to the body by Ring.
Mcgee with the counter. Mcgee on Team Liddell on season 11 of The Ultimate Fighter, and then after the show went right out to the pit and lived with Chuck to train for The Ultimate Fighter finale. Has trained a lot at the Pit Elevated also in Utah. With Jason Mertledge and, of course, Ramsey Nijum, Jonathan Brookins, Ultimate Fighters have trained there quite often as well. Brookins a winner, looking for the takedown. A lot of good combinations here early by Court Mcgee. Pretty even thus far in the significant strikes landed.
Nick is throwing kicks, but he's not fully committing to them. He's not putting a lot of steam into them, just sort of getting them out there and landing them. And it could be because he's worried about the counters. This could be trying to set Court up for his own counters, or it could be that he's pacing himself because he knows that Court has spectacular cardio and really comes on strong in the third round.
Yeah, he is a grinder, to say the least.
Well, he uses his cardio as a weapon.
Yeah.
And, you know, when you have that kind of confidence in your ability to push a pace that your opponent can't sustain, it becomes a part of your strategy.
Ring just clipped Mcgee with that lead left hook, right hook, pardon me. Caught him on the chin,
nice,
and now straight left.
That was nice. Good timing there by Ring.
And it came off, clipping him with the lead hook. So mixing it up with the hands nicely. Just over a minute on the clock here in the first round. They're going at it, Joe.
They certainly are. Good kick to the body there by Nick Ring. Nick's doing a good job of changing angles as well, Mike. Not always going in the same direction. He goes left and then he shifts and starts moving to his right.
It was a very closely contested fight, majority decision during the taping of The Ultimate Fighter. Some say controversial. certainly earned Mcgee a trip back to the competition. When Ring fell to injury, Dana White went to Court Mcgee to give him another chance. He took advantage of it. Final 10 seconds of the round. Nice kick.
Nice deep breath.
John Hackelman.
Nice deep breath. All right. Good round. Good round. All right. Good breath. Deep breath. Deep breath. Good deep breath. All right. Deep breath. Breathing. Okay. Close round, Court. You're starting to follow him when he moves to your right. Okay. Either a short reverse punch, okay, or a left hook and a head kick. You got to use more head feints, more head movement. Okay, and don't follow.
Speaking of left hooks, let's take a look at it here. Here's a nice left hook by Court. Lands clean. And here's a beautiful straight left by Nick Ring that bloodied the nose of Court Mcgee. And they're working on that nose in between rounds. Nick Ring seemed to be getting his timing down towards the end of that round, Mike.
Both men showcasing their stand-up skills in the first. Couple of takedowns attempted by Ring. No takedowns scored by either man thus far in this fight.
Notice how Court's not following Nick Ring. He's cutting him off. See what he's doing?
Yep.
A lot of guys, young guys, they make the mistake of just following their opponent around, but Court is doing a really good job of changing his angle when Nick is moving to his left and then forcing Nick to move to his right and then changing it back again.
Which is exactly what John Hackelman just told him in the corner between rounds 1 and 2.
Yeah, John is a brilliant cornerman, a brilliant coach, and one of the things that he's so good at is he never loses his cool inside the octagon. He's in there calm, giving clean instructions, and his students rather, have so much faith in him.
And such an integral part of the success of the Hall of Famer, Chuck the Iceman Liddell. They were the dynamic duo for years at the pit in San Luis Obispo, California.
I remember when Court was fighting Ryan Jensen. Ryan had a spectacular first round, and we went back to the corner, and John Hackelman, mid-miss a beat, just calm and relaxed, said, okay, you're going to get him. Your conditioning is going to take over now. And that's exactly what happened.
Yep. The advantage goes to Nick Ring in total strikes landed here with 3.5 left in the second. Looking for the takedown. Nice answer. Both men staying busy with the hands.
But the pressure by Court Mcgee is very hard to deal with. It's very hard for Nick Ring to try to keep up this pace.
Well, he admitted that his focus in his last camp wasn't up to his own standards. He made sure not to make that mistake coming into tonight. And you can see Court Mcgee looks sharp again. That quick inside leg kick by Mcgee. Followed up with the hands.
Nice combination. Well, he fought Costa Philippou in his last fight and nice head kick by Court. And lost a decision to him, but it was a good fight, and he was coming on the third round. And Costa has proven to be one of the most dangerous stand-up fighters in the 185-pound division. Some of the best boxing that we have here in the UFC right now.
Scored another win a couple of weeks ago, did Costa Philippou.
Against a very tough Ricky Fukuda.
Mcgee once again cutting off the octagon.
Yeah, nice uppercut by Mcgee.
McGee's starting to gain momentum here with 2 on the clock in the second.
And by the way, McGee's role of pushing the pace and moving forward is easier to sustain than it is to be moving backward and side to side, constantly trying to avoid it. It's more taxing for Nick Ring to deal with the pressure that Court Mcgee's putting on it than it is for Court to put that pressure on him. We tagged him. He hurt him there.
Once again with a straight left.
Flowing blood, and he backed up. And in backing up, he might have given away his poker hand.
That was the big punch in the first round. Was that straight left by Ring. He's landed it a couple of times.
Yeah, it must have stung Court because it was the first time we saw him back up. Nice.
That's the weapon, southpaw against orthodox fighters. That straight left. Ring has landed it multiple times.
And he goes to the head kick as well. And now you see nice leg kick as well. Oh, he tagged him.
Changed his pacing a little bit.
Court's nose is broken, I think, Mike. He's breathing out of his mouth. Blood is flowing out of his nose.
Kind of stutter step and delivered the left hand again. Under a minute remains here in the second round. Mcgee was starting to take control, and then a straight left has changed the momentum here.
Oh, he walked right into that.
And wisely, he'll circle the other way.
Yeah, Court is trying to drag him into a brawl, and Nick would like to move around and score shots and fight a more technical fight.
20. Can he get it?
Takedown attempt, no, stuffed.
Stuffed nicely by Nick Ring. That's the first takedown attempt of this fight by Court Mcgee. Final seconds of the round.
Court Mcgee just blew his nose, Mike, which is a huge no-no when you have a broken nose, which it looks like it may very well. And when you blow your nose like that, it's possible that your eyes can swell shut.
You stole that round. You stole that round. That was beautiful. Deep breath for me. John, can you hold this ice? Just breathe. You're doing beautiful. Those are your rounds, both of those. I want lots of movement here. Just like that. Deep breath. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Close your eyes.
I think, and there's a nice straight left of Nick Ring, and again, and that was the one that made him back up.
Let's go. Seconds out. Stay in your corner, sir. Thank you.
I believe we were looking at Court Mcgee, but hearing the corner of Nick Ring.
Well, that straight left you showed a second ago and talked about, Joe, changed the complexion of round number 2, and this is a very close fight after 2 rounds. With a flurry early here in the third is Mcgee. Ring with the counter. Scrappy battle. Contested all on the feet thus far.
Yeah, there's only been a couple of takedown attempts, and all of them stuffed.
Mcgee 4 for 4 with his takedown defense. This Calgary crowd cheering on Calgary's Nick Ring. With the hockey chant, but it's go Nick go.
What is the hockey?
It's usually go Flames go. Nice body. Went body head there, Joe. Again, man, he'll mix it up. Court Mcgee, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 punches a moment ago. Nice.
Good exchange.
Ring's really utilized the jab a lot in this fight.
Hey, stop! Time! Go neutral corner. Come over here, quick.
Got a loose piece of tape on the glove, I believe is what's going on here. Take but a second.
Yep.
Thank you. Let's go. Face me.
Our cut man Tate takes care of business, and the action continues.
Oh, another straight left by Nick Ring. Snaps the head back of Court Mcgee. The Court keeps pressing forward.
Both men
Nice
with the kicks.
Kicks.
Just lost his balance, but right back up his Ring. They both threw the inside leg kick.
He circled into a left hook.
3:15 left in this fight.
Nice uppercuts by Court Mcgee.
Had the other hand on the back of the neck too. Looking for that same maneuver here.
This is exactly what Court Mcgee wants. An inside dogfight.
He's a brawler. He's a grinder, and he brings the fight.
Good shot, a right hand, and McCourt's making him pay for it.
His cardio is just outstanding. He's a strong guy, too.
Well, he's a strong guy, and he trains at altitude. Oh, spinning back kick goes to the body. He trains at altitude, and he runs the weight vest at altitude.
And at one time, he was doing reps with 500 pounds for his deadlifts.
Yeah, he's a beast.
Trying to avenge the Ultimate Fighter loss.
Oh, Nick Ring's
at
in
the
trouble.
hands of Ring.
Court is just pouring it on.
This is where the cardio's the difference right here, Joe.
Certainly is.
Just what you talked about earlier.
This is part of his whole tactic. Drag you into the third round and make it so that you're engulfed by his attack. He gives you no room to breathe.
Ring has never been stopped as a professional.
He's going
Went the
elbows on
distance with Tim Boach.
Nick Ring just took a big gulp of air. He is exhausted.
Mcgee trying to be the first to stop him in his career tonight.
This is the
and
Court
now the
Mcgee
head
effect.
strikes are Court Mcgee's.
And he's just absorbing those shots now. And Court's standing right in front of him.
Nick Ring forced to be very defensive here late.
Nick's trying to cover up here, but he is exhausted. And Court is relentless.
And to fight at a pace like Court Mcgee's is absolutely astounding.
Nick caught him coming in there. Energized the crowd.
Had that lead left again, but didn't have the pop it had earlier. Mcgee's really gone to the uppercut a lot.
Yeah, Nick Ring is just hanging on here. You see as he's moving, he is completely exhausted.
See if anybody has any injury here, or pardon me, any energy there. Man.
More Court Mcgee constantly attacking. Nick Ring went for a shot just to try to stop the beating. Court's going for a choke. He's got a guillotine. Nick Ring wound up on top, though. Court lost the position. He's got to keep struggling. 20 seconds to go here. He can't let Nick Ring be on top of him at the end of this round. In half guard, he's not in a position to finish this choke from here.
Both men so exhausted.
Nick Ring's got him inside control now. He's trying to get up.
Nick Ring and Court Mcgee go the distance here tonight in Calgary. The Canadian, with some effective striking in this fight, steps into the straight left. The judges rendering their decision. And here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score this contest 29-28 for the winner by unanimous decision, Nick the Promise Ring.
Nick Ring earns the unanimous decision victory here tonight in Calgary. Nick Ring won by a very close decision on the show, and now tonight he wins here in the UFC.